Man, it has been a long time since Goku has had a figure in Solid Edge Works. The only one we ever got was the series' very first release with Base and Super Saiyan Goku back in 2021. Those were not good releases, so it's about time that Goku had a second chance in the Solid Edge Works series in the newest format of figures. In today's video, we'll be reviewing the new Solid Edge Works UI Goku and determining whether or not he's worth picking up. We do Dragon Ball figure reviews, news, and more here on the channel, so if you don't want to miss out on the hottest releases, make sure you subscribe. Solid Edge Works is a series of crane game figures from Bandai's banpresto division. They're typically made in a museum style and very often have their characters walking forward as their depicted pose, with a few exceptions. We've had 51 figures released and announced since the series began in 2021, and it's become one of the most popular crane figure series today, even though it had a really rough beginning. This UI Goku released in Japan on August 8th, 2025, with an overseas release right around the corner. I gotta say that it is nice to see Goku again in this series and also more Dragon Ball Super releases. We've been very hungry for DBS, so I hope it's a sign for more DBS coming. Goku's definitely one of the better Solid Edge Works figures, and let me explain why. His likeness to his anime counterpart is pretty well done. His eyes are depicted super cleanly with good bolding around them, but not too thick, and his glowing, piercing silver eyes look great. The line work around his facial features aren't painted or shaded in, so it doesn't really emphasize his features enough, which ultimately does make it look a little flat. Goku's frown is also a little too small, in my opinion. I think it needed to be a little larger to make it look better, but it's not a huge issue. Goku's wild hair is really well done, with nice sculpted lines to make it have plenty of depth, and it's molded the way I think UI hair should look. The metallic finish on these UI figures almost always pops perfectly for them. One of my favorite aspects of the figure is his musculature. They nailed just how swole Goku looked in this form in the anime, and they even added some scuff marks around his torso and even on his pants. The figure doesn't feature any shading, but I really do think the paint is a somewhat matte finish that really pops on him. He doesn't have that plastic look that we see on a lot of modern crane figures, so that's why I think it is matte. Goku's side is also really solid. He's just over 8 inches, and while he may not scale with Master Lee's nor some of the older releases in this series, he's a really respectable height for a crane figure. I think he can be utilized in a Solid Edge Works focus display or an accenting piece for a UI Goku shelf or a Tournament of Power / DBS shelf. As mentioned earlier, this figure is only available in Japan at the time of recording this, but he will have an overseas release in a few months. If you're like me and you don't want to wait, then you can import him with today's sponsor, Jump Ichiban. This video was sponsored by Jump Ichiban. Jump Ichiban is an online retailer that sells Dragon Ball figures, CDs, DVDs, card games, and so much more. When buying on their website, you can find exclusive Dragon Ball figures straight out of Japan that get delivered extremely fast. And I'm not talking just Dragon Ball either. If you're into One Piece, My Hero Academia, or others, they sell all of them. And if there are items that you don't see listed on their website, you can reach out to their passionate team to help find specialized items just for you. The best part about Jump Ichiban is their loyalty program where you get cash back on every order. So if you want to utilize Jump Ichiban's service today, use my discount code MatchesPeaches10 to get 10% off of your first order that has 2 items or more, or you could use my other discount code MatchesPeaches5 to get 5% off of every single order that you make. So go check out Jump Ichiban and get your collection growing. Thank you very much for sponsoring today's video, and now back to the video. This UI Goku is great. He's not the best UI Goku figure out there, but with how affordable he is, and if you like Solid Edge Works, then he's a very solid pickup. Everything from his cool walking pose, the really great solid weight and feel to him, as well as the really cool visual aspect of him, I think it really sells the figure. If you like crane figures and you don't mind Solid Edge Works, I think this is definitely worth picking up. Well, those are my thoughts, guys. Please let me know your thoughts down in the comment section below. If you made it this far in the video and you enjoyed it, then please subscribe and leave a like if you did enjoy it. Please jump into our Discord community via the link in the description below. That way you can get involved, start talking Dragon Ball, start showing off your collection, maybe play some Gekishin Squadra with me. And if you do want to support the channel even further beyond, consider becoming a YouTube member. That way you'll see reviews and videos like this early and get other perks down in the future. But I think that's all I got for you guys today, so till the next video, I'll see you all later.